Well, while their bite may not be as much of a health risk as a mosquito with West Nile virus, fire ants are another introduced species causing troubles. First discovered outside a seaport in Alabama, these South American imports have since spread across the southwestern U.S., snuffing out small animals, damaging crops, even short-circuiting electrical systems. But controlling these unwanted ants can get expensive. As our Jessica Lowe reports, that's why work is underway to fight these little invaders with a natural enemy.
You see land like this just about everywhere in Oklahoma, but under the calm, peaceful soil hides aggressive fire ants that, when disturbed, can be dangerous.
I know they are vicious creatures. I know that by experience.
Gene Ward first found fire ants on his land in LaFleur County a few years ago, and things have gotten progressively worse.
Rapidly got worse. I mean, you can just see them. You can go to the pasture one day and see 6 hills, and go to the pasture the next day and there'll be 40.
That's why Ward's land is being used as a test ground for a biological control method to fight fire ants without using pesticides.
I'll be the courier. You guys go dig.
Okay. And we're working with the Department of Agriculture on releasing some parasitic flies that help to control the red imported fire ants that's becoming a problem in LaFleur County here.
In order for the treatment to be applied, ag workers must first disrupt the ants colony.
Yeah. That'll work.
Then from here, ants are taken off to a lab in Florida to become infected with larvae from South American parasitic flies known as Ford flies. The infected ants are then brought back to Oklahoma and are ready to be released.
When the fly hovers over the ants, it darts down, injects an egg into the side of the ant, and then that fly egg goes through its life cycle as a maggot, and it migrates to the head of the ant.
This process creates a fatal infection within an entire ant's colony and can spread to other ant colonies. In order for the treatment to be effective, every individual mound must be disrupted and treated.
We just dump them back out here to their home.
Landowners like Gene Ward hope that this form of biological control will put a stop to his uninvited guests.
I've had a few calves that come up with hair missing on their face. I have got them on me. I know how they hurt when they sting or bite. I bought some stuff, but I never did apply it. They told me to hold off. They wanted to try this, so that's what we're doing, and hopefully it'll work.
Jeanetta Cooper, a field inspector for the Oklahoma Department of Agriculture, makes sure that Oklahoma's soil is free from fire ant invasions.
Fire ants are a quarantine matter. There's quarantine counties in Oklahoma. There's quarantine counties that are regulated, that we have to be careful of the ag products that come from there.
Not only do ants disrupt farms and wildlife, they sting.
And that was a fire ant that got me. I can feel it now. See the spot beginning to redden up.
Jeanetta does not think that this method will be a cure-all, but she does feel that it will help the economy.
From an ag standpoint, I see more of an economic value because people will be using less pesticides trying to kill fire ants. It would be effective in areas like state parks, playgrounds, places where you can't use a lot of pesticides or you've got to be careful.
While the Ag Department is working to control the fire ant population, federal law enforcement is issuing fines to quarantine violators who put contaminated soil in non-quarantine areas.
Well, fire ants are controllable, but it does take some effort. Entomologists tell us the best way to control fire ants is a two-step method, baiting the entire area, then treating each individual mound. And the best time to spread a pesticide bait is in the early fall, as the ants are out foraging for their winter food.